Imagine if God appeared to you today and said, "Ask for one thing and I will give it to you." What would you ask for? Wealth, health, success, security? In today's first reading, Solomon is given exactly that opportunity. Remarkably, he asks for none of those things. Instead, he asks for an understanding heart, for wisdom. I once heard wisdom defined this way: wisdom understands the parts with respect to the whole. Think of a large mosaic. It is made up of thousands of tiny pieces that, taken individually, seem insignificant and even incomprehensible. Yet when viewed together, they form one beautiful picture. Likewise, wisdom is the ability to understand the individual events of our lives in light of the whole picture, our journey toward communion with the Most Holy Trinity. Only God sees the entire mosaic perfectly. We see only a few pieces at a time. That is why wisdom is so important. It allows us to trust that even our sufferings, disappointments, and unexpected turns are not meaningless. As St. Paul reminds us in today's second reading, all things work for good for those who love God. God is weaving every experience into His loving plan to lead us to eternal life. Imagine how different our lives would be if we could see every joy, every trial, and every unexpected detour as another piece of God's masterpiece leading us toward heaven. Such wisdom would bring peace to our own hearts and enable us to guide others through the challenges of their lives with hope and confidence. This is precisely what Jesus teaches in today's gospel. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure buried in a field or a pearl of great price. Once someone discovers that treasure, everything else is gladly placed in its proper perspective. Wisdom helps us recognize that communion with God is the greatest treasure, and everything else finds its meaning in relation to that goal. When we know the ultimate purpose of our lives, every decision, sacrifice, and disappointment can be measured against that final end. Thomas Merton once wrote, "People may spend their whole lives climbing the ladder of success, only to find once they reach the top that the ladder is leaning against the wrong wall." Wisdom is the gift that helps us lean our ladder against the right wall. It teaches us to trust God's plan, to order our lives toward heaven, and to help others do the same. When was the last time you prayed for wisdom? When was the last time you prayed that your children, grandchildren, or loved ones would receive the gift of wisdom? Like Solomon, may we ask not first for success or comfort, but for the understanding heart that recognizes communion with God as the greatest treasure of all.